Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and it is 86 Friday. Woo, woo, woo. We're here for episode 14. I've got subs provided by Vita, and we're going to military school. Don't know how that's gonna go, but looks like we're gonna get trained potentially on the Vananians, which is the name of those mechs, absolutely. And maybe we'll find out some more about this nation and its military policies and what the future holds for our squad of 86s. Seems like we're leading into a probably not very Lena-focused episode, but I don't know. It could switch around as it pleases, and Lena's still clearly a character, so we'll see. Oh man, already it's happening. I tucked all my hair away, and I had bet myself that maybe it would stay like this for 5 minutes, and it's already slipping away every time I move my head even a little bit. Fuck. God, I want it to be longer so that it will stay, or I want it to be shorter so that I don't have to deal with it. I don't know which one I'm going to choose yet. Probably longer. I'm liking having it long. I love my hair so much. Sorry. Totally aside from literally anything going on in the war-torn world of what is this world called? Earth. The war-torn world of 86 land. Yeah, our characters are in the opposite of a war-torn world. They're in a kind of a nice place, and they've chosen to leave it. They've chosen to return to the battlefield, to return to their mission, their quest, their goal. And that's pretty cool. That's some pretty cool stuff. Also, Frederica's coming, and I don't know how to feel about that. I feel pretty good about it in general. I don't mind her. We talked about the gripes, and there were lots of conversations in the comments about my gripes about the thing with the girl doing the talking. It's not that big a deal. It is a bit of a deal, and if it keeps going, it might be weird, but there are lots of ways to explain it, as explained by the story. She's got powers, she's seen shit, she grew up in a weird family. All these things are interesting. I think that's pretty much all I've got here to start off 86 episode 14. We're moving into the new segment. We're joining another military, and I don't know how things are going to go. They might go well, they might go poorly, they might be full of flashbacks, they might not. I just don't know. I wonder if, what's his face? Arnst? Is his name Ernest? I forget. It's something like that. The guy, the white-haired guy with the sister. I wonder if he's going to be in our squad. And I wonder how long it's going to take for him to die. I'm so sorry for saying this, and I hope that I'm wrong. I really hope that I'm wrong, but we've set up this character to get so dead so fast. The guy's got only nice things going for him. He's got a sister, he's got all these things, and it would be just narratively perfect to show somebody die from volunteering to be out there and fight. And like maybe give our squad something else to think about in terms of repercussions, because none of them have any attachments, none of them care if they die. And so somebody who has attachments where it might matter if he dies might be really, I don't know. I'm going on and on about a thing that might not even happen, but I feel like it's gonna happen. Probably not in this episode. I'm kind of expecting this to bridge the gap between our sort of casual fun in the peacetime episode that we got last time back toward war. And I don't know how we're going to do that, but I think doing it by focusing on the training school and not having anything crazy happen is probably the way to go for this episode. Just move us toward a more military mindset, and then we'll get into battle. But I've been wrong before, and I'd be happy to be wrong here, because every time I've been wrong about 86, I've been pretty excited by the way that the author chooses to take this story. So let's go ahead and dive on into episode 14 of 86. I've got it up. It's ready to go. 2 versions, picture-in-picture in the description, timer on YouTube, beep timer to count you down. New subs provided by Vita Winter and folks. Vita, if you could, as usual, post what you changed, that would be very helpful. And if you want to discuss those subs with Vita or get 2 weeks of 86 episodes early, you can do so via the Patreon. If you're not going to do that, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel and the video and stuff. It helps a lot. And that'll be it for the shilling. Let's get into the episode. Beep beep timer for 86 episode 14. Oh, and we should have OP lyrics. I was supposed to check, but I didn't check. We do. Ah, reflections. What do you see through your eyes? So, reflecting on that conversation they had about the stars and stuff. Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be there because we see him there. That's great. There we go. I wonder where we're going to get another Fido. wonder what's up with that. I also didn't pay enough attention there. Are those juggernauts or are they new style juggernauts? I think they're new things. Also, that blue guy, that's got to be the knight, right? That's what makes sense, right? Yeah, those are differently designed. I still love this transitional sequence. It's great. And it seems like Kurena's going to play a bigger role just based on where she's placed. That's got to be the knight. I don't know. I mean, that's Shin, but we're doing this blue-red thing. But there's a reversal to it, of course. Our character is the red. All those red tones. And that's part of her carrying red with her. All right, we're out there. Or maybe this is training. Oh, those are... Okay. Balloon things. Really slow seeming. Okay, bro. Oh, you are not capable of doing that. What? What? I don't think it's supposed to be able to do that. Alright, fine. Sure. No, it's cool. It's a rad sequence. I don't mind it at all. Eugene Rants? I think so. Uh-oh. Derp. Eldred? Yup. Oh, so that wasn't a Vanagander. It was what I had to do, sir. Eh? But... So I'll take it away. Okay. Even though it was his fault, yeah. But he took the blame for it. To some extent. Save your ass, dumbass. You couldn't not have done shit. I don't care, bro. Your petty bullshit really doesn't matter to me. I'm sorry, what? Why? Don't talk to the outsiders. Oh, hi, Spider Lady. I am now intrigued. She's gonna be really flirty, isn't she? I guess not. I'd misjudged the characterization. I'm glad. Oh, yep. Stay away from the outsiders. He's bad news, bro. Oh, they're working on some new ones. Yeah. No, they don't. Small price to play. Small price to pay. Yeah, they know what they're doing. Man, he's gonna drop a full clip center mass. Almost as if he's a death god. Fuck off. How would they know that? No. It makes sense. Yeah, let's go on a test drive. Fucking sick. Are they Legion? Or something like them? Aw. Oh. They're making inroads. Taking land back from the Legion. Whoa. They found Fido! We have a thing to do for names. Whoa. 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 I got chills. That's a thing. But they're all cold. Did we make a mistake? And if you die, your names will be engraved. Oop, happy, 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 happy. Is this a good enough resting place? I think it is. That's a cool image. Great. Great to meet you too. Sorry. Fuck. Wait. Wait, it's a Fido. It's a Fido. Does it have Fido in it? Hello? What? They took the core. Motherfuckers. That's one resurrection too fucking far. I'm down, but fuck you. Fuck you. She immediately. Hi, doggy. Hi, doggy. Okay. Yeah, well, about that. That's weird. Oh, God. Said it was 3 times stronger. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. It moves completely differently now. That is terrifying. Nice shot of Frederica. There we go. Wow, wow. She says it explicitly? No, it's an anime tradition, ding dong. Fucking Tom, come on. I'm fine with it, but that's the, oh, it's the gun. Little flash. Love that. Shinigami. Yep. All the armor and weapons of the Reaper are back in your hands. I don't know how far in the future this is. But we're going to battle! Sick! Boom boom. Fuck. Looks like we're getting wrecked. Oh, is this them? Or is this the... Yeah. That's them. Oh, shit. Oh, there they are. Okay. Saved by the bell again. What's up? Shinigami! Oh, it's even faster than before. Cool. I mean, yeah, they got to design their own mechs. Like, they're gonna be fucking awesome. Huh. I don't know what that means. Something king? Maybe. Sick. Oh, two fangs. Rar. Rar. I love it. Rar. Why it's useful. But it's useful. Whoa. Hello? Like a plague, huh? like a bad itch. She just won't go away. It's what he does. Hey. Yeah, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. We've all got headaches, Frederica, and you're not helping. What is Nordlicht? Oh, it's the squadron. Come on, guys. No. No. He's gonna go sit with them? Let's go, Eugene. Yeah, you go eat with the others. I'm gonna go eat with my friend who's actually a cool guy. Let's, Ooh, mushrooms. How did he not know? Oh, I guess he didn't know. So it was just a coincidence. Oh, no. Well, then eat them. Oh, okay. Fuck. Eh. Makes sense. Yeah, I didn't even know it was you, dude. Mmm. Thank you for explaining that. Yes, at the library. I love this. I love the talking behind somebody's back right in front of him. Oh. Hmm. with a mushroom in his face. The Dream Witch magic. I want to see everything else that was inside that weird bear. It's so goofy. Indeed. Well. Oh, I don't know about that. That's not true. She cares quite a bit. Yep, death flag. Started waving it. There it is. He's gonna die. Fuck. How long do we have? 6 minutes in the episode? We got time. Yeah, man, you've got a sister to go back to. Yeah, but you could be one of them. Everyone thinks they're invincible until they're not. Nope. We're not winning. He didn't even hear it. But that was a hell of a slip. Why did you? You don't understand. He's gonna die in this raid. He's gonna die. Yeah. Yep, he's gone. Fuck, are we just gonna cut to it? Oh my fucking god, we just cut to it? That was his hand! Oh my no me. Why are there quotation marks? Vita, why are there quotation marks? He's not fully dead, huh? He's just half a person? Yeah. Fuck. The locket. Oh, his arm is blown off all the way over there. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Do they not know? Do they not know? Do they not know? Oh, okay. It's not why he's here. I am military. Yeah, they're coming. The fight is here. War is here. Would it were not so. But war is here. They use the para-raid sound for it. I doubt they're using the tech. Yeah, the war goes on. There's no time to rest. That really depends on your definition of Teeaboo. I mean, he says, but... Oh, 133 looks like no after credits. Man, fuck! I don't like being right sometimes, alright? I really don't. I guess that's the way to transition it, though. Welcome back to war? I'm not sure. I don't know. Interesting. Okay. Pretty solid episode, all things considered. I don't mind it one bit. I thought that the OP lyrics are interesting. The idea of reflected different views and stuff is pretty cool. And I appreciate Vita and folks for putting it all up in here. Also noticed some stuff in the OP that I thought was interesting. The color patterns, blue versus red sort of deal going on. I think this guy is absolutely the knight, or whatever you want to call him. Just make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Sheen outlined in red and holding on to like red virtues or redness is pretty interesting. And the way that Karina sort of snarls as her part of the multi-sequence thing makes me feel like she's gonna be 1-1, and then there's the whole squad at some point. I forget where it is, but makes me feel like she's gonna be more important than she has been, which is cool. Okay, we start off in training facility. We all understand what's going on here. Somebody makes a mistake, and Shin gets to show off his insane mech piloting skills. I don't think this one's supposed to be able to do that, but this is a great way to demonstrate that Shin is, capable of thinking outside the box and doing things differently from everybody else, and sort of upsetting things and doing things differently than everybody, which is exactly right. It's the way you would expect a genius of battle to perform in his first times in training and stuff. Also, the fact that he's massively experienced comes to the fore. This is a great way in shorthand to sort of show that. We could have montaged through a bunch of training stuff or something else, but here we make it personal by showing Eugene's perspective on it, and then putting them in the same room together a couple of times to bring them closer, right? you guys fucked up, and also you fucked up, but you fucked up in a good way, but still you get a 0. Okay, pretty interesting. And we start to see the tension growing between him and other members of this society, and how being an outsider, even if there isn't like systemic racism in the way that there is built into San Magnolia, being an outsider is still being an outsider. It's still being othered, and he gets othered pretty hard by this guy. Comes up with all this shit. I don't really understand this guy's perspective completely, but the whole "come with me, Eugene, he's not like you, stay away from him" makes a lot of sense. It also makes sense because he is Sheen and he is dangerous, and anybody with a head on their shoulders should look at him and go, death follows this guy, or he wades into it, one or the other. This guy has struggle with him. He's carrying baggage, and he'll carry you into it if you follow him. It's just true. So there's a sensible reason for it. Stay away from the dangerous guy, Eugene. He's dangerous. But it's also got this undercurrent of otherization there that's pretty powerful and pretty impactful, and I think works really well. Okay, so come with me. I misjudged this character. I thought, okay, so here's the deal. We get this character who's like military, but is wearing makeup. That always leads me to this sort of faux flirtatious character that is like, the scientist lady from season 1 of Symphogear, where she's kind of flirty with everybody, but there's this undercurrent of competence there, and then other things as well. That was the idea that I thought they were going to go for. Totally didn't. Seems like a completely respectable officer who doesn't use any level of sexuality. Fuck yeah, super sick, super glad to be wrong about that in every possible way. She seems awesome, and I like her more now. You know what they're working on? That shit's insane. They don't have pilot safety factored in one bit. 12 people have died already. But none of them got hurt at all. Well, that's just a rumor. Well, they know what they're doing, motherfuckers. They've been piloting things like this for a long time. Whether you'll be able to pilot them is another story. But that's pretty cool. And it sets us up for later when we'll actually reveal the mechs. And I do think that comes in pretty well. It's fairly effective. I don't think that the CG mech battles are in any way compelling. I don't find them very compelling is the problem. But they tried, and you can tell that the new ones are faster and cooler and different, and they've got 2 claw fang things instead of 1, and that's fine with me. They're great. Okay. That's just a rumor. Yeah, they all died as if maybe he killed them because he's the Shinigami. Yeah, right, of course, sure. Okay, surprise on the tarp, and she brings them out to this location. The location where Fido fell, and there were these abandoned Republic stuff. And they turned it into a preserved monument. A sacred place. And they placed all of the names up to that point, all of the names that he had carried with him, scratched into those pieces of metal, onto a real memorial. This is interesting. I don't know. It's a complicated set of emotions, right? And I think they show that on the faces of the 86. There was this plate with names among them. In the Confederacy, when somebody dies, we do that. But we would record them here instead. This is where you chose to leave them, and so we placed the thing that you placed here in its original spot, and without fucking with you in any way, we placed this monument. And they go, thank you for this concern, and they're all grim-faced in this moment. And then she starts saying, you've graduated, so now you're part of the military, and you'll be sent into battle. And we get these flashes of them, like, grim but excited, with, like, grim smiles. But bright eyes, right? So it ends up being a little bit confusing in terms of what emotions they're feeling, and I think that's fine and good. I think that's what's intended, right? This is a tough thing. These are names that they carried with them for so long, and now somebody else, not them, has, like, there's this feeling of desecration, but then as it's explained, it seems like it's not desecration. And then there's this wonder if somebody else putting this monument here is what we want, or what our fellows would want, but then it sort of melts away into being pleased with it. It's pretty interesting the way that this all feels. You'll be working under the squadron. I'll be commanding you. Let's fucking go. And then, of course, Federico with the perfect, excellent interruption of goofiness and the reveal of Fido. Of course it makes sense, right? Of course you could get the central processing unit and take it out and put it in a new robot and make it similar color to the other one. But it's 2 resurrections in like 4 episodes, isn't it? Fido's death was at least as impactful as the whole squad's, right? I don't mean to be facetious here. I know that sounds like I'm joking or being silly, but it was, right? It was at least as impactful. Fido was the other carrier of the knowledge, right? Was the thing that could live on beyond them. It had its own mission. It was their dog. It was Puppy. It was Puppy. It impacted me really hard. I thought it was utterly final, you know? And we overcome it immediately like this. I don't know. It feels good. That's the problem. It feels good. It feels good, doesn't it? It's like, yay, Fido's back. But it also feels empty. Feels kind of lame, a little bit. I'm not going to gripe about this too much. I'm sure that people will have their own arguments about whether it should be one way or the other. And it's fine either way. It doesn't matter that much. But it's the second time we've demonstrated this willingness to bait and switch. And it's leaning toward the Never Cry Wolf sort of side of things, you know? When a show kills characters enough times and brings them back enough times, you start not feeling like there are really stakes. And this world is absolutely driven by stakes. Absolutely. When people die, they shouldn't come back. So I think it's a little risky, but I think as long as you put it in an episode where somebody definitely, absolutely, for sure dies, you can offset it a little bit. So I think actually the choice to reveal this sort of joyous reunion with Fido, and it is joyous, although Sheen doesn't express joy, his little smile is the closest we're ever going to get. This joyous reunion with Fido is in direct contrast with the loss of that other character, and I think it's pretty good. I think it works pretty good. Works pretty good. Nope, this is Fido. And we do this whole panning around it within the CG, and that's fun. And then we jump around with the robot for a bit. I told you to do your mission until you rusted away. Well, I guess we'll go together. And the way that it leaps is super weird. It's like a weird Pokemon bunny thing. I don't fucking know. It's very strange. It's very cute. Very sweet. A lovely sequence, all in all. But, you know. Come on, guys. We're just really gonna revive the Fido? Okay. The other thing that's very silly is she's gonna become our mascot. Like, they actually have a tradition of that, which I think is hilarious. Because the idea of a mascot character is part and parcel to this sort of thing, you know. But gosh, wow. that used to be a thing. I see. All right. Seems a little weird. And I'll be your goddess of victory. Cool. So we give the gun back, and he has all the pieces that he needs to be the Reaper again. And that's also the moment that we choose to show for the ED for good reason. And everyone smiles at him, knowing that he's back in his spot. And welcome back. We say it here, not at the end, not in next episode, which is pretty weird. Okay, pitched battle. We can sort of montage through the pitched battle, which is great because we know enough about it. And we show that they're incoming, right? The homies are coming soon. Right here, yeah. So this is I think them being on the way, running. Cool. I'm honored to die for my comrades, and death comes for us. But the Shinigami, the Reaper of Death, is the controller of death, and in his new insectoid mecha, all the frames look good. The actual whipping around doesn't really follow animation properties. I mean, it's hard to follow. The core things, like he zips through a thing, he jumps over here, he's cutting stuff, he's exploding things, all of that stuff works and it's fine. It just doesn't feel... maybe it's just me. I don't feel it that much. That's okay though. I'm not really here for the battle shit. Not really. I'm here for the aftermath. And boy oh boy, what an aftermath. Well, I guess not this time. I do like this whole idea. Monsters of the Republic. Super sick. And we get to see its dubla blade claw things, which is cool. And he stands by the flowers that will be bathed in blood later, right? Setup, payoff. Simple. Don't use the blades. No, I know what I'm doing. They're going to retreat anyway. And we chat out about it. I love actually her relation to the big gruff guy in the side. I forget his name. Where she's like, help me. Bernholt. There's this moment where she says Bernholt was complaining about blah blah blah, and he sort of like stiffens a little bit, and it's very funny because Bernholt very obviously would not have brought this up to Shine at all, But of course, Frederica will. It's very funny. It's very good. And I think it might even be that she was complaining and Bernhold was just appeasing her. And now he's like, you're putting this on me. But it's unclear and hard to read. Okay, what are they doing? They sent requests for help, and they're being looked at as others, weird ones. The headless skeleton possessed by the Reaper. Oh, God. And of course, he goes and joins him and sits with him, which is an act of kindness in and of itself. Can't decide whether to do a difficult thing in order to maintain respect for people or not do it. It could have ramifications later, but I don't think so. And Frederica's cute. This whole conversation where they're like, yes, and he's so goofy and he does all these stupid things is quite good. I like that style of a convo. It's goofy and it's fun, and it's a good thing to place here in front of a character who's very staunch and stiff upper lip. Sort of like Sosuke in Full Metal Panic. Sort of straightforward sort of character sort of thing. Okay, they do their big handshake, and I wanted to see this. So how about we take a photo? She's got her cool, cute little bear camera thing. And then a moment later, after she takes it, yeah, her reflection is there. The Dream Witch magic. So a Mahou Shoujo novel or something? It's all I can do. Interesting. And the bookmark inside it, of course, a few pages in. Okay, I mean, she is a magicked person, right? She's got magical eye powers. She's got a Sharingan or a Rasengan or something like that, right? She's got eyes. Is it Rasengan? Is that the spinny one? Is that the spinny one that you hit people with? I think it is. I might have fucked up. She's got an eye thing, right? And see stuff. That makes her a witch. It makes her magic, right? And the idea that in another time she might be heralded as like the Witch of Victory or something like that, or Witch of Battle. This is the Dream Witch magic. Wishing that she could utilize... I mean, it's a classic power fantasy for young girls, is to wish that they had magical powers that they could use to shape the world around them and bring happiness and joy to everyone. And smite the bad, right? Like a classic little girl power fantasy. It's what all of Mahou Shoujo is based on, and it is that way for a reason. But she does have the power that she just doesn't feel like she's grown into. I don't know. It's interesting. It reflects on her character, at least a little bit. Okay, so I'll get going, and they talk about it. Yes. And then we talk about so why does she go? How's your sister? And this is the transition. Kind of lonely. She's staying with her aunt. We don't have parents. I want her to go to a good school, so I need to make money. It's rough being a big brother. And he shows the thing. The moment he shows it, he's dead. Narratively, the moment he shows the amulet, he's dead. It would be more so if we hadn't met Nina, but it's just as much so because we have. He shows this amulet, the boy is dead. I don't know how to explain why it is that way. This is just, it's the kind of thing. We instill in ourselves the fact that this is a character. This is a real person. He's got real emotional bonds. He's a big brother. He's doing things for reasons. He's doing it for honor and glory, maybe, but also just to protect his sister and to protect the world. But it's ass backward. It's bass ackward, right? He should be back with his sister. The way to protect her is by making money in the civilian sector, not out here dying on the front lines and leaving her with nothing. But this is the soldier's gambit, right? Every soldier thinks they're invincible until they're dead. Even though 15 have died, he says, our commander said that's normal. Doesn't seem normal, but more importantly, you could have been one of those, you dumbass. And tomorrow he will be. And that's what happens. And Sheen sees it immediately. The bright eyes of this naive child, essentially, before him. This non-warrior. This guy's not a warrior. He's not a fighter. He's not a soldier. Not really. He's a boy. And the truth is that many of the thousands and thousands and thousands of men who die in war are boys. Just boys with other things that they could do with their lives. Sheen is a warrior. He doesn't have another thing that he can do with his life. We said that before, right? I am the battlefield. I am war. He is it. He's a part of it. He flows along the ruined ground like blood. He is death. He is the Shinigami. It's in his name. So he sees this bright white kid, right? A class mirror to him, a classic mirror to him, classic sort of foil. And his eyes are dark when this kid is talking about his bright potential, right? I'll do all these fun things. I should protect her. And you shouldn't have joined, right? Why are you here? What are you doing? You have other options. You actually do. It's not going well. People are gonna die. Let me do this moving camera. And he slips with this. From the general's perspective, it probably just means fewer mouths to feed. Do we have supply line problems? Probably. It's an isolated nation. How self-sufficient is it? And what level of population can it actually support? We saw some festivals and festivities and stuff, but we don't know how the economy of this nation is actually going. Probably not well. It's pretty interesting. So he lets this slip and he feels like, oh, I didn't mean... And we are interrupted by the sirens. So you get this last moment with that in his hand. Okay, see you later. Hard cut to his hand, bloody on the ground, and it's over. Before the text is even off the screen. Fuckers. I knew it was coming, but they still got me with that transition. That's fucked up. I think that's great. I think real well done. Just skip the prelude. Why? Because Sheen wasn't here, right? This wasn't some glorious battle that this kid went into and tried his best. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he tried his best, but I'm almost certain that there was no heroism here. No heroic last moment. Nothing like that. Sheen arrives too late because he's too busy. And he arrives just in time to usher one more soul across that border. The scene itself is utterly brutal. And intended to be so. You're okay, right? Or you're safe, right, Sheen? Yes, but... well, I'm sorry. Blood on the ground. Bits of brain matter and organ matter spattered. Okay, so he says, Frederica, close your eyes, and Vita and crew, I assume that this is their edition, have chosen to put eyes in quotation marks. So I'm going to have to Google Translate the thing to figure out what the fuck that's about. Because, oh shit, I put the wrong thing over on the side. I have to translate that to figure out what the fuck that's about. Give me a couple minutes. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's in quotation marks. I think the phrase is very literal. It's omae no me wo tojiteru, which is close your eyes. Tojiteru, close. Me, eyes. Omae no, your. It's very, very specific. I don't know why it's in quotation marks. It indicates that that he's saying something about her ability to see, like her transcendent ability to see. But I don't think that's implied here. I think he's just telling her to close her eyes. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Perfect, still silence except for forest noises. Excellent. Gory blood sounds and really good gasping breath. We hold for an uncomfortable, and I'm going to do the same, and I apologize. We hold for an uncomfortably long time on the bloody wreck of this child that we just saw bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, right? And his arm has been ripped off. We know that, and well, we will know that later. Also, that flower right there, that's set up for our payoff in a moment. The picture. I want the picture. And he looks for it, and it's that moment where it sinks in that his arm is somewhere else, which is fantastic. I think that's really excellent that that we sync that in that way. And I think placing this shattered branch kind of looks like a forearm, doesn't it? Shattered branch there, it does something in the back of your head that's like, ooh, shattered broken bones. And I think that's really effective too. We go and find the arm. We don't see the actual gore of it, but the presence of that is enough. There's actually something about that. It's a story. Man, I don't even remember if it comes from fiction or from reality, but I think it's a real true thing, and I think it came from maybe an anecdote written by somebody who is working as a doctor or something. I don't remember. Maybe it was even an anecdote from a time I remember in high school where one of my elective classes took a trip to UCLA, and we watched an autopsy, which was a crazy thing to do as teenagers, but fucking great for all of us who are interested in pursuing the medical path, which I was at that time. I mean, I was interested in all sorts of things, still am. Being polymath leaning is interesting. It's cool. But the story was this. It's that the idea of blood and gore and all of these things is totally fine, and many people can stomach it until they see something that's specifically human. It's the sight of a hand under the cloth draped over the corpse, or a foot sticking out the end. Usually they're very careful about the face and the eyes and things like that. Those are unsettling too, but less so in a weird way than hands and feet of the dead. Because those are the things that we're most familiar with about ourselves, is at least the idea, is that those are the things we're most familiar with about ourselves. And so our empathy is immediately there, and we're in that position. Those are our hands, and it just wrecks us with the truth of mortality. And I think the same thing may be true in media, and I think seeing this corpse hand and knowing that it is exploded off of the body and gone flying some feet away, it makes that sink in real hard, along with being a great way to deliver the amulet in a different place. It's pretty effective. Also, the fact that the chain is broken, I believe that this was a full chain that he was wearing around his neck. I think so. I'm not sure. I'll go back and look. But if it broke, then it's because he was probably holding it. We don't really see, do we? He just picks it up and moves it around. It's unclear. It could be just like a pocket watch chain where it's not linked to anything, because we don't really see. But I think it was a full chain around his neck. Regardless, it's broken now. Fuck. So we hold for too long on his face to make it powerful, and too long on his hazy eye. And that's it. Tanomu, and he knows what he's asking for. This is probably this is going to be a weird one. This is probably my favorite sequence in the episode. Right here. It's actually just the gun pull. So I'm going to be really specific about this for copyright. So there's the opening portion of it, and then immediately after this, he's going to take the shot. But it's the gun pull, this moment here. Now, the frames themselves move on 2s, but the background moves on 1s. This is clearly put together to make an extremely concise moment. There's something about it that just reads. It just reads to me. Resignation, but deep familiarity with the weapon. You know? There's a feeling to it of this is Shin's task, his job, his life, his existence. This is who he is at his core. And he's picking that up again for the first time in multiple episodes. He doesn't like it, but this is what he does, and it is necessary. And so he does it for and to Eugene. There's the flower that will be bathed in blood in a moment. He looks down, fires, and scatters it over. And we hold this moment. More blood draping in his hair, in his ear, all over. And Shin looks at his weapon, takes his dog tags, because he's got a place to go, right? He'll be among the lists of the dead, and he'll be memorialized by his people. It's not a name that Shin needs to take with him, not a shard he needs to take. But here, standing here with a dead man in the background, between the symbol of his station, the Reaper, the Gravedigger, and between this man who doesn't understand, and never will. And the question arises, do they know that the Legion take the souls of people and put their brains into robots? Do they not know this? They should probably know this. If they know this, then he should be shutting the fuck up. Now, he is mad at him for another reason, which is that he wasn't here, right? He blames him for the death in the first place. But we know that that's just anger, and it's kind of crazy to do that. You can't blame someone extraordinary for not being there in the moment. But you can if you're angry. You battle mad 86. Yeah, right. And there's the otherization again. And we get this guy coming in. I don't know if this is the guy from the vehicle before, Bernhold. I apologize and thank you for what you did for Lieutenant Rance. If you're trying to repay us, there's no need. We will never force poor children like you to fight. It's not too late to turn back. But of course he won't. The war is coming. The Legion are coming. There's no time to dilly-dally about this shit. We have new orders and new places to go. And she asks him, "Are you okay?" He says yes, as he's bathed in unnatural blue light. And it's not his eyes we see at the end, it's the glowing eyes of his machine. Something that he's a part of once more. Pretty fucking cool, honestly. Well done. Well done. Another impactful character death. Maybe a little bit predictable, but still impactful. And a good transition into warfare and horrors. From kindness and celebrations and holiday cheer to battle and destruction. And lots of fear. Sorry for rhyming, I can't help it. Thanks so much for watching this episode of 86. That's where we're going to leave off. Next episode is titled Welcome Back. I don't know what that's going to be about, but we'll find out. And that'll be it, everyone. Thank you so much. If you want a couple extra episodes, they'll be available on the Patreon. Check that out if you please. Or if you are pleased by my content, that would be cool. Likes, comments, and subscribes, always good as well. And I will catch you in the next one next week, next Friday, for 86 Friday. See you there, everyone. Peace.